I've been through it all. Looking at Goliath at the stand tall. My heart, it feel like David every time I fall. My problems look like giants, I'ma slay them all. Every single beef, I had to let it be. Spend a lot of time wasting energy. That ain't made sense to me logically. But I feel way better when I walk in peace. Please don't bring the gossip to me. I mean, no offense, I'm finding out jealousy. Only a lack of confidence. Focused on me more, focused on you less. Everybody do that, look around and we blessed. Today, smile on my face, may not go my way. Still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Running our race, just at our pace. Made some mistakes, but learned a few things, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Yeah. I know the pain you felt, I felt it with you. I know the hate you feel is scar tissue. Unhealed trauma is trying to kill you. But come back to love, man, we all miss you. Hey, life is like a seesaw, it's up, then it's down. It's all about progress, you can't stop now. Take a step every day, look back and see miles. Could make it to the top if you stop looking at the ground. Today, smile on my face, may not go my way. Still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Running our race, just at our pace. Made some mistakes, but learned a few things, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Woke up today, smile on my face, may not go my way. Still got my faith, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay, I'll be okay. Running our race, just at our pace. Made some mistakes, but learned a few things, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear
First
you.
Let me check his location. Like literally any minute now.
Anyhow, it's Sunday night.
Oh my God, he's still 7 miles away.
Oh, okay, there you go. I got you. I got you now.
Your image looks choppy.
Does it?
Mm-hmm. And your sound.
I've been trying to work with it. Sounds choppy too?
What?
Sounds choppy too?
Toxic. You know how long it took me to figure out how to find somebody on my phone? I got to know this stuff because
is the world a better?
We barely talk on the phone. Like we're literally have to figure out where we are and plan accordingly. What up, Pablo?
Is the world a better place with you knowing how to find people on your phone? Or is it a little more dangerous than it was yesterday?
It's better. Because I'm not a creeper. It literally,
okay. All right.
It's like either I go to Walmart 30 minutes away or I see where he's at if he's closer. That kind of thing.
Got you.
Yeah. I'm not that person. I've got my own awesome shit going on. So I've been wanting to wear this shirt. I had to throw it in the dryer to get some wrinkles out.
What is it?
It's an Old English shirt that Roberto sent me.
Okay.
Let me open this up.
Roberto coming up with some fly stuff.
Yeah. I love the Old English font, first of all.
Yeah.
Are you home?
For sure. I am home. I'm not really in the woods.
Who's messing with your internet?
Oh, it's horrible. Okay, so we were with Verizon and we had the local company internet, you know what I mean, and it worked. But we will switch to AT&T and like, oh, we have this thing, and your house lights up green. It should work. And it's just been struggles and heartache. Yeah. Thought I had it figured out. But maybe not.
When I first moved here, I had to go. Yeah, I got Starlink, but when I first moved here, I had to get I had to go to Verizon and buy some kind of little booster to help with the internet.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get on my computer. It was terrible. Hey, girl.
And like I said, I don't know exactly what to do about it from here, but we're going to figure it out. It won't be like this for long.
It won't be like this for today for long? Or?
How bad is it really?
You're looking like your brother.
I mean, I don't know what else.
I'm over here spitting out my apple. It looks like your brother's reception.
I hear the apple crunch clear. And the Goldilocks sweet spot for this router, and I don't know where.
Go kick off everybody off the devices.
Yeah.
No computer. No game console. Hey. Oh, everybody's on tonight.
Yeah.
Apple's good.
Yeah. That apple's loud. That apple, yeah. I can hear it.
So my sound quality is
you know what? Talk to the people for a minute. Give me just a hot second.
Oh gosh. Hopefully he figures that out, because we can't do this, can we? We can't do this choppy internet. Yes, because we don't have to work tomorrow. Well, I'm happy that Chris doesn't have to work tomorrow. Hi. Yeah, so we can stay up all night and do this, huh? What do y'all want to talk about? I had 2 puppies yesterday. One was at 2. You know, I was up a whole night before trying to wait for these puppies. She had one about 2 p.m. and the next one about 7 p.m. Gina's on prime time. Yeah, so, there was a lady when I first started. I want to say her name was Ashley Jones, but she wasn't the born again Bulldogs. She had which their last name was Jones, but her name was definitely Ashley, and she had some kind of other bulldog breed, and now I can't remember. They were taller, leaner bulldogs. Anyway, she kind of gave me some tips and clues for showing, for whelping, and she told me that you can't go 4 hours apart. 4 hours between puppies is your safe zone, and once you go over 4 hours, you have a problem. So I could tell she was pushing. We did the ultrasound to make sure that she did have another puppy, and I saw a spine here and I saw a spine there. So I'm like, maybe she has 2. No, she just had a giant puppy, and so we gave her some oxytocin, and I could feel the feet forever. She wouldn't let me really try to help her. She wouldn't let me really try to help her pull it out. She kept spinning around, seeing what I was doing, and she eventually pushed it out herself, and the baby was, oh, that's better. The baby was not really awake, but she gasped. So I grabbed the puppy, ran out, and I started trying to wake her up. And anyway, she's still good. The black puppy temperature was dropping, but anyways, 2 puppies, and they're pretty good now.
Okay.
Yeah. The male, there was a black male born first. So I was like, oh my God, I got an all black puppy, and his head's pretty big, and I was excited about that. And then this female, I didn't have 2 more puppies. I had 1 giant puppy. Yeah, they're boom booms. A female. I know she's already trying to take my puppies. Anyway, yeah, they're super, super cool. I know the mom, the breeder told me she was a little bit nervous. So I kind of give her some medicine to calm her down yesterday and today once she was done. And so far, so good. Puppies are doing good. She doesn't really want me in there. I bought a stupid camera and I can't figure it out. So I just keep checking. Everything's going good.
So, question: why do you think 2?
Honestly,
Yeah,
because
no,
we
honestly,
get
of course.
so busy and we get so tired, like 100 things to do every day, that once you start progesterone testing a few girls several times a week, every other day, and there's like,
Yeah,
you kind of just say, fuck it. So we
it gets
probably bred her
actually,
once.
yeah.
Yeah, we probably bred her once. Because the whole time he's like, oh, so-and-so's in heat, so-and-so's heat. We gotta draw her blood. We gotta draw her blood. And all I'm thinking is like, holy shit. Here we go. I had a good month of not having puppies to sell, I don't know if everybody knows, but selling puppies is hard. It's hard. There's a lot of time on the phone and trying to be chipper. What's up, Angela? Okay,
you know what though?
Had 4 pups born Saturday night. Had to pull each one. Most involved I had ever been during a whelp. Yeah, I'm always up in there. What's up, Omar?
I don't know that I can. I don't got the Whopper Junior.
You
hands.
are not. And by the way, how do you do your weenie dogs? Because my Pekingese is in heat, and I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do it, which I'm not because I have a quinceañera to go to in exactly 2 months. But how do you breed 2 little dogs?
Only thing I've ever pulled on, it was already hanging out a little bit.
And then you were like, let me collect it while it's out here. Ew.
Oh, no. Weenie dogs, they tie natural.
Do they? I don't know what these dogs do.
I thought you were talking about whelping.
Both. And you don't have the hands for it.
No.
You got the hands for like an Angus beef.
Yeah, I don't got the hands for it, and I don't got the stomach for it. If something gets stuck, we're in for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I've pulled like a couple times. I see that they're coming out backwards. I'll start pulling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But there's already some out. I'm not actually. You know what I mean?
I don't know, CJ. I know it was Jamie that said that you could get up in there, and I have really tried before, and I could never get up in there. So I don't know what kind of Marmaduke dog you had your farm in, but that's crazy. Leave the Pekingese in the room together. They are together. They're so annoying. Look, she's right here and he's right here because she's in heat.
So Pekingese don't do the.
I don't know. I haven't done my research.
You just bought them?
Yeah, I was like, oh, they would be such cute little furry puppies, and I want to have something cute.
Oh my god, are you exactly the uninformed buyer that I can't stand? Is that you on these ones?
That's always me. That's always going to be me. Yeah.
What's up, Casey?
What up? Hey, why are some of these comments kind of like?
Those are the ones that I put up there already. They kind of share.
Oh, I'll learn.
Right.
We'll put Jamie's up there too.
It threw me for a minute too. Yeah, Jamie's in there. Okay,
and Omar, that's Boom Boom's original handler, who was supposed to be in Arkansas. We had to pass the lead on down to somebody else, which was fine.
What was that boy's name?
Angel Chavero.
Yeah. You know, he said something. He said something that stuck with me.
What?
Believe it or not. He was talking about oh God.
Why believe it or not?
Like people having mentors, because it sounded kind of wacky when he said it. You know what I mean? And then I started chewing on it. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, you have your customers basically like this. Like you have people and you give them answers. Never mind the fact that you had to go get those answers. You know what I mean?
That's the part that gets on Chris's nerves. He's like, I've killed myself to learn all this stuff. And people just call you, want the answer, and then don't use it anyway.
Yeah, and that's not what he said, but that was the gist of it. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? All right, I got you, dude. I see you. So yeah, I told my customer.
You can understand that. See, Chris and I are kind of differ. I feel like he says he's done with helping people, but I think he also likes it and enjoys helping people.
Yeah.
And I feel like we should share the wealth of knowledge somewhat.
Yeah.
But also, you can't catch people up if they're not really willing to learn or do their homework. You know, you can't just hurry up and give them what's in your head so that we're all on level playing field. So you have to really, really want to learn and understand and to be honest, keep up.
Yeah. Like I said, when I thought that was dope when he said it.
Boom's best handler.
Actually, I thought it was dope a few minutes later, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So say it again. Say it again. I feel like I saw something like that, but it wasn't in person. You're talking about he had a live, right?
No, he at the show.
Oh, he said, what did he say?
I think he came up talking to Christina, or either you or Christina, one of you two. He came up talking.
Crazy Christina, not me.
And it was, like I said, I don't remember his exact words, but it was just about that. Like people have questions, you have the answers, and never mind the fact that you had to go get the answer from somewhere else. You got to make sure you give the person you went to get the answer for credit. You know,
right?
And I thought that was on time. You know what I mean? Because I had to tell my customer, my person with the CCL. You know what I mean? Where I learned about the medication or whatever.
That's right.
Where the answers came from. You know, whether they ever reach out and say thank you to you guys, I don't know, but you know.
I mean, that's just the thing. That's something vets are not really willing to share, and why would they, right? Or other breeders.
Yeah. Yeah.
But dog breeders need to know that, especially big dog breeders.
Yeah, because she sent me a message yesterday saying that the dog's still on, basically still on light duty, but she's looking a lot better, feeling a lot more comfortable.
Good.
I'm like, all right, stick with it. Don't jump off. Stay there, stay the course. And I told her where I got it from, and yeah, let's see. It has to get annoying. We do the homework, and these people always want to take shortcut and get cliff notes.
Yes, annoying in the short run, also a beautiful thing, because if they're just doing cliff notes and they just make, let's just say, online AI graphics, pretending like they know what they're talking about, it's still beautiful because the people that know, and they're never going to get there as long as those cliff notes suffice to them. Like you do have to literally go through it, have the experience. You can't read a book on how to whelp a dog, really. Breed dogs, put this dog together with that because of what reason. You can listen to people, but you're never going to really understand it and digest it until you want to. So everybody else is fake and phony, and that's perfect. Perfect for me, right?
And there's a lot of times that you don't even know it's a thing.
Like what?
Just like you don't know what you don't know.
Yes, yeah. And the more
you hear it,
the more you get.
Okay, and then you can go look. Okay, now let me go look this thing up that I had no idea existed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's so complicated. The more you go to take courses in anything or school or breed dogs, showing dogs is different for me because I'm not a handler, so all the like little tricks and stuff you're so dumb. All the stuff that people do, I'm just like, honestly, look at the dog, you appreciate it or you don't. Like, I really don't want to get in there and manipulate the dog and hope it stays still, and because they won't stay still for me.
Yeah,
you have to read it.
I noticed. Okay, says people are not willing to do research, in my opinion, aren't willing to learn. They want answers to tests without the study.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Okay, the time I handled Nelly, I had to go back and kind of rewatch and read whatever, right? And I noticed that Christina didn't stack her. She got
I know. She's so annoying.
Right? She just moved her with the bait until she, you know what I mean? Right? And I'm in there como un pendejo, moving feet and all that stuff, doing way too much. You know what I mean? So, but
yeah, I'm the same way. Well, I'm getting to where I pretend like I know what I'm doing, but I really don't. And I don't practice, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Like your dog Nelly, she never practiced to do that. She just went out there with someone that knew what drove her, you know, a piece of meat.
Yeah.
And it
It's
worked.
probably a good thing because I probably would have gave her bad habits.
What?
I probably would have just gave her bad habits. You know what I mean?
Like teaching them to sit for a treat.
Yeah, I didn't really do that though. That's just
Yeah, she didn't do it that much. There's some dogs that you try to take out, boom, they just sit.
Yeah.
Your brother did get out there too.
Yeah. Oh, Momo.
What did he think about that?
You know, my brother, everything everything. He's one of those kids that's too cool for school. Like, oh, this is stupid. No, like, come on, bro. This is what we got to do right now. You know what I mean?
He got good pictures out of it. I mean,
did.
That was a really cool experience. Good to see her out there. Crazy that I think she could have been the nicest oldie there, and she kept getting yellow ribbons. But what did you do? Yeah, it'll take time for the world to remember what oldies used to look like.
As much as I'll go still and still participate and all that, I don't put that much stock in the result. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean it's not knocking it on any way on CJ's dog because that's a really great dog and he kept winning and I think every dog there was great. Yeah, but it is our responsibility as Old English Bulldog enthusiasts to put these dogs in front of judges, no matter the registry, because I think people can go to shows based on their region and the opportunity to be there. So I don't really care about, I wouldn't say don't go to that registry, don't go to that registry. I say put your dogs in front of all judges. Yeah. Everybody needs to see 100 oldies to start to understand oldies. Because like you said, you don't know what you don't know. And if you are seeing the same oldies every weekend, then you think they must have to look like that, and this weekend we had a nice typey group of dogs that the biggest way they varied was in size overall.
Yeah.
Boom Boom has more skin and wrinkle than most of the dogs, but
I like that though.
Yeah, I like it too. Where Momo has maybe in the middle, and then some of the other ones were more tighter skin. So, and that's going to vary too with the amount of English Bulldog genetics versus American Bulldog. So, I think
and Nelly was a pocket. Nelly's a pocket.
She did. She kept beating Boom Boom. Yeah. So there's the size variance. There's the type variance. And it is kind of complicated, I guess, especially when you're trying to judge. You understand what looks are correct, I guess, and there's a lot of looks that work. Yeah.
What's up, Sita, with the chicken wing?
The chicken wing. Yeah, Dad just brought home food. So the barbecue guy, his name's Mr. Cox. At the Beast, there was a barbecue truck. And I don't know if you had the food, but it was pretty good. And Mr. Cox goes into the post office Chris works at all the time. So he said, hey, he has an event on Sunday. Can Chris help him work the truck? So that's what he was doing.
That's what's up. Did he learn anything, though?
He brought home food. I love that guy's food, man. He has his biscuit with some sauce. Is Boone coming to Allentown? I have it in my calendar. I know that. What month is it? Because July is complicated because I didn't want to come out to shows. But my family's having the first quinceañera ever in my family on the 25th in South Texas. So I definitely have to be there. So my little granny Vanny is going to be like, but so I don't know when Allentown is. I said I was going to go, but why? Oh, why are you going to be there to show the dog?
I mean, ain't nothing like a quinceañera though.
Oh my God. And you know what I was telling my
okay,
niece?
So my sister.
I'm an old aunt now, so I'm gonna be on that dance floor. I'm running out of time,
Yeah, me and my sister have different dads, right?
Okay.
So her side of the family, the Fimbres, she had a whole bunch of girl cousins. So there was always quinceañeras over there. It was like we come from a small little town, and there was always 3 times a year somebody was having a quinceañera when we were younger. It was popping. I used to love it. Okay. Yeah. Now you're the old Thea?
I mean, I guess it was because I'm 43, so that means I'm ancient. I am 43. I'm ancient, and I'm gonna be on that dance floor. I'm gonna be making some song requests.
You're 42.
I'm 43, I think.
42.
And I'm gonna be drinking tequila. What? I'm older than that. I'll be 44 this year. I'm not 44 yet.
Yeah, I was saying you 43 like for a few minutes. Don't stretch. Don't. It's gonna change on you. Yeah. Hey, Chris, you learn anything on that barbecue truck or what? Is your grill game stronger now for it?
Nope.
You got any tips? Some technique?
Nope, but I can eat it.
Bring the bread over here. If I come, Tina, if I come, you're definitely showing Boom Boom. Shut up. You're definitely showing Boom Boom because I don't want to. I guess I did okay, but he's so slobbery. But I think he was super slobbery at that first show because it was hot. So, because was he that bad this weekend? Sight?
Yeah, Gina. It's Grandma Gina, actually.
Don't.
But you'll cop the Tia Gina better? Okay. All right.
Not that I don't want anyone to know I'm a grandma. I just don't want to be called grandma.
Put it in a bowl. Put it in a bowl.
My grandma had... Okay. Grandma was pregnant 14 times and had 11 kids. So she was hold on. So my grandma was a grandma while she was still having kids.
Bro, I thought about it. I think that's why I ultimately stopped because my first grandson is only 6 weeks younger than her. So I was like, God, don't be that Mexican.
Dang it. Yeah. What up, Chris?
What up, bro?
Bro, how'd it go on that barbecue truck?
It comes out really fast. Good. It was cool, man.
You sponging it? You sponging it all in?
But it's already the food's. It's already cooked, right?
Yeah.
It's a food truck.
So what do? Just warm it up there?
I don't know what they're called, but like the smoker boxes.
Mm-hmm.
He just keeps the meat in there in the smoke box.
So y'all were busy?
We sold out of everything.
Like the whole place was busy?
Because no.
Would I have had fun there?
Yeah, it was actually really
I was
nice.
supposed to go, but these puppies
Were
you outside or inside?
Outside. So it was supposed to be 2 other food trucks and 1 ice cream truck and 1 slushy. I don't know. Anyway, we're the only people that showed up.
What's your name?
Busy.
Stranglehold.
Busy.
Really? Did y'all have desserts?
No.
Chris and Gina and
And
so
Sita.
the food truck at dog shows situation is something we have to discuss. It never. Oh yeah. Okay. Look, at your guys's, the food sold out. At mine, one of the trucks left. He just left. He's like, my customers can't come in here and find me when he just left.
Bad attitude.
Hold on. At the show over the weekend, Christina got the Montezuma's Revenge from the ribs.
I'm sick from the barbecue, but I told her it was probably because of the smoke.
Here's what I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I learned today. The most unreliable people are people with food trucks. That's what they were telling me. They'll tell you they'll be there and they don't come. They don't have any. There's no ramification if they don't come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The other food truck just makes more money in a sense.
Yeah.
That and
we can go to Reina's quince. Yeah, she just said, "Oh, I can't handle the dogs anymore," and we had to start showing our own dogs.
I mean, it was
she was dying. She was shitting her pants. I don't know. Were you?
Yeah, but like I said, they come. One guy was mad because
really nice.
Too fancy for me.
It was our show was in the fairgrounds, right? And he wanted his regulars to be able to just come in the fairgrounds. You know what I mean?
Without having to pay like an admission to get in, kind of thing.
Right, but I wasn't gonna ask somebody to keep track of who's going to the food truck and who's what and all that. So
yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, so he left.
Oh well.
It was pretty cool. I can't complain. It was busy.
Yeah.
What was the event you guys were doing?
It was a wine tasting.
Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah, like that. It was. I mean,
that's what I got.
Hey, somebody would have. I mean, there wasn't too many
alcoholic.
You know what I'm trying to say, right?
What hyper bright wine?
Yeah.
I knew it.
I'm not gonna say there was.
I mean, that's fine. I was gonna go hang out with Megan and Richard anyway.
It was maybe 10, maybe 15. You know what I mean?
Yeah, got you.
It was probably about 150 people. It's about 10%.
That's not bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't.
I don't want to hear about the other shows you're going to.
I want
If you're my
Mexican
handler, you need to go to
tacos.
my shows.
I want Mexican tacos.
So one thing I did learn that the Mexican taco, that he goes to a lot of different events. They had a fire in their taco. I mean, in the truck. So it's no.
No.
Is that the guy we had it the first time?
Yeah.
No.
You know what does it? You know what does it? The rags.
Oh.
Yeah.
They get seriously. That's what they do. They wash and dry the rags, and then leave them greasy rags in it, like in the thing. And they come out the dryer hot enough where eventually one day that stuff will spark off. It'll smolder, and you don't know when it's going to happen. So the fire is a surprise. You know what I mean? But come on, bro. Yeah.
Pablo, you really gonna come to live in that house? It's a downtown crew, so not too far from us. $600 a month.
Good. I need somebody to watch the dog so I can go to the quinceañera.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chris is gonna come.
Yeah.
Chris gonna cumbia.
He's gonna put on his dancing shoes.
And I might bring my oldest daughter. I might fly her down there with me. Jayla.
That's what's up.
Mm-mm.
Hey, so I got to give you a props, Chris, while I got you. The lady with the dog with the CCL, she said that she feels like it's working. She feels like it's working.
Okay, so what I can't do, I can show you the book, but I can't give dosages over the internet.
Hey,
It's
If
illegal.
you bring Jayla, I'll bring her boyfriend.
No. But
Well,
what I'm
I
saying
guess she
is,
went to her vet.
and the vet was probably mad. Like, who told you this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
But he gave her the prescription, and she went to Chewy and got it. So
Oh, that's even better, bro.
yeah,
That shit's expensive, man.
so
yeah.
how
But
long
like I said,
have we done this? We're gonna get back on our monthly schedule, our weekly schedule, our weekly Sunday.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. See this.
Wait. Remember that I made that banner?
Yes.
Where's that?
It's gonna hang. It's gonna hang behind me. I just it ain't up yet. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I got boxes of ribbons and trophies that weren't given out and all kind of stuff back here. It was in the living room forever, and then it's like this stuff's getting out of my living room, so it's in here now, and that's why I'm in the woods.
Do y'all miss me? I curled my hair a little bit trying to be like Anna, and it didn't stick.
Anna, they're asking about you. She's watching Casa de Famosos or something like that. She does some different type of stuff, but
Is Anna the one that looks like you?
Maybe. I'll show you.
he said if you get your dog, if you don't know, you can get dog meds from Sam's Club. It's cheaper and they'll deliver it for free. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she looks like you.
That's awesome.
You and Rachel mixed.
Oh, Ray.
Ray. She does look like Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She looks like a Mexican Ray. Okay, read it to me. Hey, if you didn't know, you can get dog meds at Sam's Club. Oh, okay. Oh, sweet.
I know Walmart has a pet pharmacy, but I mean, so Sam's Club, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Let's see here. So 2 puppies. Are they dope though? They're from Boom and Hoop.
Big Red, which is Prince Hall's dog. She's a fawn female, black mask. She's really cool. Cool shoulders. She's kind of big.
Yeah.
Is she big? I kind of thought she was small, and then I saw her next to Ocean. She's bigger than Ocean, I think. So maybe she's not as small.
That's decent size. Big and small is all relative. Depends who you ask, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Mhm. Depends on the other dogs in the ring that show up that day.
Well, that's perspective, man.
Yeah, it's perspective. Let's see.
Just looking tired as fuck.
I just worked 8 hours.
Work his ass off.
On your day off.
Yeah. Listen, I want you to understand the type of person I am. She'll tell you. I went there. I didn't work. He offered me money per hour. He offered me, I don't even tell you, he's a cool dude. He offered me $50 an hour. I turned it down. And the only thing I wanted was 2 pounds of chicken wings. That's what I worked for.
That's what you got?
Yeah. I got burnt ends, chicken wings, and all the sides I could have.
Okay, that's all I want.
But-
Sides,
but-
wings.
I didn't do it because he sponsored our show. He sponsored our show. He paid for a booth. I mean, not a booth. He paid for a thing on the ring. 2 of them, I think, right? And when I work at the when I work at the post office, he would bring us food, like not once, not twice, maybe like once a week. You know what I mean? So he said he needed help. I said, I got you, man. Because you were a dude, like it's not about the money to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can help you. I mean, when I say convenient, I mean driving all the way to Arkansas to help somebody is hard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's not like right down the street from me. But if you're right down the street, like if Pablo, if he really did honestly live down the street and he needed help because he had to go somewhere, I got it. Like, I don't have no problem with that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do.
We'll see. We'll see. The female's huge, which is great for me. The male I thought was huge until I saw the female. So I don't know. Do you have anybody that wanted something off of that litter? I have a few people that want a Rocky and Dallas puppy. No one really said anything about that litter, so that's good. But also I have, people who have placed deposits. So whenever they're ready, they'll just say, I want that dog. So is any available? Probably not. If we don't keep it and someone.
Shit. So she ain't going to do it. I don't know why she's talking shit. I got more dicks in this house than I want. She going to keep the boy.
Let's see.
Let's see what he's saying.
Mm-mm. He can get a job at the post office. Fucking almost anybody.
If you can see out of the Coke bottle glasses.
You don't even need to do that.
What black tri? Oh, that little girl. She's so cool, man.
I really like her, but she's just so tiny.
That's the only dog I have out of
Sausage party for real. I probably got.
Do you want to create a freak ass?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got like 6 or 7 adult males, and this one over here is keeping like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I sold that one over there.
You did not.
One of them.
You did not sell government cheese.
The other one in there.
Yeah, but government cheese. You got these 2 right here. Literally. The chocolate one and the blue one. That's 3. You got you keep him, that one over there, that's 4. I mean all that dicks for.
Oh. Shut up.
The joys of being married. Hey, listen, the joys of being married. Shut up.
I can find homes for them. I don't see you trying to sell a dog.
All right, so I seen this week.
What are we watching?
I know I'm not the only one. Well,
He's so
tell me, just let me know if the sound come across. I want you to hear it because I know Gina's heard it already, seen it, and then I want to talk about it. I think it's dope. Let's see.
I'm gonna lie.
No sound, huh?
Well, we can read it.
I can read.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I shared that. I just shared it to him. Did I send it to you? Turn it off. We don't want no one to see that.
I'm mad that the sound's not coming through. That's horrible. Why isn't it? Let's see.
I've been telling people that.
User error. User error.
Listen, like that blue AB, I'm gonna breed her to Boom, and I already bred her to Rolls Royce, and then I'm gonna breed them together. Same thing. What do I think about marrying bulls? I mean, it is what it is. More power to them. When we tried it, they canceled my paperwork, and I'm not. It is what it is.
What are you saying? Is it the same?
Yeah, it's the same shit.
Who canceled it?
IWBA. So it is what it is. I mean, they can have it. I ain't mad at them.
Maybe they wanted you to name it that.
Okay. I mean, you know how many names they've had. I mean, anytime you add a bulldog to a bully, it's had like 6 different names. You know.
Is there something else in there?
No. It's an American bulldog and a bully.
How is it different than Justice's dog?
Nothing. And that's what it is.
Not that dog would be one that would.
It is what it
is. Yeah.
That's why I tell people. You know, I've had like 4 or 5 people ask me about it. It is what it is. Even Dave asked me about it, or we talked about it. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Are you annoyed by it?
Mm-mm.
You sound like it.
I just.
I will say that's a dope dog though. From the picture I seen.
Which one?
Was it a real dog?
The Rocky Kid bully.
Oh
yeah. I mean, they look great.
I seen one when I was there, and it's not the one that she shared a picture of. Is it?
No.
I thought it was a blue one.
Not one.
Those are both Rocky Kids, but
Yeah.
2 different litters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just the other day about how government.
What does it taste? A
Good man.
little bit powdery.
And
dry.
Hard. Yeah, and hard.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, the one thing I did get today was pretty fucking dope. Somebody gave me a credit card to pay for their food, and it was a food stamp. It was dope. I was like, say less.
Yeah. The throwback, huh?
It was and it wasn't the EBT card. It was a food stamp.
Yeah, food stamp. Yeah.
You know them booklets they used to give you had to rip them out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Had that shit.
Megan said, "Stop building more kennels if you don't want more dogs."
No, I'm taking kennels down.
Are we?
Yeah. I'm trying to get down to 20. This one over here. Oh yeah. Bring it back.
I'm supposed to be making this booth layout.
So bring it back, then breed it, then keep off of it.
Yeah.
3 dog swing.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do. It's not hard.
When's the booth layout coming out?
So here's the thing.
See what had happened.
I think I operate better when there's pressure, and when I know that there's like a lot of time, I'm like, If I see other people like doing things that get me excited or inspire me, then I'll start working. And nothing's inspiring me.
You're motivated?
Yeah.
Come on, G. You gotta hit the floor in the morning like I'm up. And feel that motherfucker. That's my foot on your throat. I'm up.
It varies because I could be up physically doing dog stuff, or I could be on the computer, making graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Jamie?
What up, though?
Can you still add different breeds to the oldie? Or this is the final look? What is the final look?
Well,
that's what we're still asking ourselves.
You can't add breeds that don't belong. But yeah, you can still do F1s with Americans, English.
Let me get close to you since you want to be way over there. You've been upset ever since the Barbarian Bull thing come up.
I'm tired, man.
I think it's a cool name. I don't know if it's any different than what we are already doing with Rocky.
I mean, it's not even that, man. It's just this same pile of shit, just different smell. Basically.
I don't know what that means.
It's the same shit. They've had what?
I just think also
pit monsters,
who cares?
Barbarian bulls, what is the other one? Hybrid bullies. I mean, they all have the same thing. It's the same. Yeah. It's the same pile of shit, just a different smell, different name.
Yeah, I bought
doo-doo, diarrhea, shit, poop.
What the fuck?
It's all the same.
I bought
You know what I mean?
You're so cool.
It's all the same, bro.
I mean, if someone has their own, let's see, idea or program they're working on, I think it's cool. I know if we did it, we would have gotten in trouble like always.
No, I mean, I don't even care. I mean, listen, let them have it. That's
Can't
how
get in trouble.
I
Can't get in
always
trouble.
I just feel about
I
like
need my juice.
it's empty.
I'm gonna go get a tea.
I
That's
just
it.
feel like it is what it is. Enjoy it and have, you know what I mean?
I think it's fine. I always wanted a mini mastiff. Maybe there's still days for that before I grow old.
It doesn't confuse me or nothing like. It's just, it is what it is. I'm more power to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny to me. It's, if it's ever going to gain any traction, you got to stop changing the name. I mix, say I bred a Frenchie and an English together, and I want to call them bull shorties. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's already something there in a sense.
Yeah.
Build from that. You can build from that. Take a shorty bull. There's not because of Jamie or nothing, but dogs are there. Build them and you can tweak them to how you like them.
Yeah.
I have no problem with mixing. I'm all about mixing. Don't get me wrong. But one umbrella.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Is the umbrella thing. Not that it even should matter, but and then let's see.
What Jamie just said. I get it, Jamie. I do. I know.
What'd she say? Read it to me.
You can read.
Are you talking about brownie batter or shit through a screen door and never touch a wire?
No, I get what she's saying. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean?
What are you doing now? Felix says you're doing it now. All shit, just a different animal.
I have no idea.
I like my own shit, if y'all haven't heard.
I think that people get excited, people get fired up, people get in uproar, people get their panties in a knot about stuff that don't affect them.
That's how I feel. It don't affect me at all.
No, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about there's been some people had some very passionate things to say. Like, bro, if you don't like it, don't do it. Don't you know what I mean? You're more than welcome to just do what you like.
But so did the Telegram. People who invented the Telegram, they had something to say about the telephone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I get it. Change is inevitable, and change sometimes it ruffles a lot of feathers. I get it. Don't get me wrong. And it's not like my fault. My damn feathers ain't ruffled. I could give a shit. It was my issue, personal issue, is when we did it. It was, oh, you can't do it. Then words were thrown. We had to cancel your paperwork, and we had to do this. We had to do that. Okay, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden it's okay.
I get that part of it.
So for me, I didn't care. I mean, the dogs that we had, we put them in pet homes. You know what I mean? Like, here, you can have them.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't because of that. It's just because bullies are not really our passion. We have too many oldies to be.
And they're weird. Every time you about to feed them, act like they never ate in their life.
Yeah.
It's weird. Do that weird shit like you beating them or something. Just for food.
Went to Joey's house, right? On that, and we're sitting on the porch, we're talking, and Joey says, "What do you think about the barbarian bull?" I start laughing. I'm like, "What? What'd you just say to me? What are you talking about?" She explains it, whatever. I'm like, "Okay, so basically the Brazilian thing, just and yeah." He said, "We can't use that name. We have to." Oh, okay. He's like, "What do you think about the name?" I was like, "Yeah, I think it's kind of goofy." Right? Who thought of that anyway? He goes, "I did." I'm like, "Oh."
I like that name. I mean, we had Conan the Barbarian, who was a dirty son, and I always wanted to name a girl Barbariana. I just haven't done that yet.
I had a Conan too, of course, but the thing is, he like blindsided me with it. With no reference on it or nothing. It was just you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
I think it's cool.
Who thought of that anyway? I did.
Well, I mean, just to me, I just like breeding dogs, man. Honestly, it's like a breeding that kind of breeding
And
right
I
there.
think that's what
I would love
Justice meant by when he says just a bull. Like, fuck the paperwork and fuck, the brand or the name. Why don't we just mix our bulldogs to make the ultimate bulldog? And that makes it just a bull. I think that was his point, right?
Yeah.
Also, his name is Justice. So.
Well, for me, I mean, breeding an American Bulldog to, Doggy D Bordeaux. I mean, I would do it just to see what happens. Like, I'm like Joey. Probably Jamie's the same way. It's just the thrill of it. I don't mind giving the damn dogs away. It's just the thrill of it. Like, what are we going to get? Hell if I know. Let's try it. To me, breeding two Dobermans together and being, like, fucking excited or, like, I don't know how to explain it. That feeling you get when you're breeding a Doggy D Bordeaux to an American Bulldog. You literally don't know what you're going to get until the day they're fucking born. You don't know if you're going to get white. You don't know if you're going to get brown, black. You don't know if you're going to get smash faces, long legs. You don't know anything. And that shit is intriguing to me. When you breed two Dobermans together, it's like, ooh, what are we going to get? Bro, you got to be fucking kidding me, man. Are you serious?
I can understand the Dobermans, the thrill of making that next dog to beat everybody else because those AKC breeds, like that's their whole agenda in life, like fighting and beating someone else, which is cool. I can understand that. I just can't understand. I would even love a Rottweiler. What I can't understand is a Doberman.
Like I just
hey, and by the way, when he's all excited, all I can think of is we must have hit that hour mark.
Why?
Saying that it takes you an hour to get into it.
Yeah. But I mean, that's really how. I mean, you can ask Jamie. I bet you that's what she'll say. It's the thrill of it, bro. It really is. It's honestly the thrill of the unknown. You know what I mean? Like, if you breed an American Bulldog female to an English Bulldog versus an English Bulldog female to an American Bulldog male, like you get differences. There's huge differences when you do it the opposite way. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, well, let me see what the differences are. These are the things that you can't read in the book. These are the things that can't be put into the words because it's hard to explain to someone who hasn't done it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, all right, start with an American Bulldog and see what happens. Now we breed it to an English Bulldog and let's try it the other way around and see if we get the same result.
Yeah.
Breeding two wiener, you're going to breed two wiener dogs. And I'm not even saying you got wiener dogs, but you got two wiener dogs and you think you're going to make a Rottweiler out of it. Come on, man. It just ain't going to happen.
But
you might get that terrier looking thing, but it ain't.
We do get colors. We do get colors on them though, so there is that little bit of what I mean?
They got a little sparkle in there because they got the dapple, they got the tri, they got a long hair, so they have a little exciting litter,
Yeah.
But what I wanted to ask or discuss somewhat was the term pushing the breed forward. It's not something we talk about in Old English Bulldogs, or maybe they do, but I don't think so. Because I think everybody wants to stay the same. But in all of these breeds that are already established, they're always discussing about push the breed forward. So I'm just curious about Jamie's thoughts on that. I know she shared an old post yesterday that I think was talking about being a trendsetter and creating waves. Is that also what you mean by pushing the breed forward?
I think you can't be scared I think in composite breeds, the minute you allow fear to dictate your breedings, you allow what's the word?
Cleaner.
Oh no.
That's what she said. You want to get that cleaner wiener.
Oh, if you allow fads to dictate the way you breed or color,
Which we fucked up by breeding so much Godzilla, I guess, trying to chase blue. We got amazing knees and hips, actually, but we did change our head type and some dwarfism and stuff like that. So it's not like we haven't chased color.
Yeah, I'm not. What I'm saying to you is that what I think she's implying is that in composite breeds, you got to do what makes you happy. And the standard, a lot of people are going to say, it's a written standard, so to be followed. It's a guide. It is not law. So, and it's written to give variance. And if you ever think about what I'm about to say, an American Bulldog is a composite breed.
Mm-hmm.
An Old English Bulldog is based off of the word bulldog. So every dog that they used, Bull Mastiff, Pit Bull, English Bulldog, and American Bulldog, they have a bulldog base.
Mm-hmm.
And a Bull Mastiff is, if you look it up, 40% English Bulldog, 60% Mastiff.
Yeah.
An American Bulldog is a composite breed of an English Bulldog and Mastiff mix. You see what I'm saying? And then you have Pit Bull, who's Bull and Terrier mix. And then you have English Bulldog, God only knows. You know what I mean? So you have basically composite breeds making a composite breed.
Yeah.
So we're never...
It's cut and it's stepped on.
Yeah, like there's
We
never
add a little bit of special sauce.
we're never going to have identical twins. We're just never
Never.
going to have it. We're not going to have Siamese twins. We're not going to have identical twins unless we do things that are out of the box. Like, you know, I've had conversations with Jamie, and when it comes to a dog like Skids, she found a dog that she really loved, and she inbred the fuck out of him. She'll tell you that. Like, I mean, she didn't hide the facts. And I mean, I'm at that point now with Rocky. I got Rocky. I love Rocky. And I have a daughter of his that I have over at Arrow's coach's house. I'm going to breed her to him because she is him with a straighter front. So I'm going to try it and see what happens. I mean, the only thing you can do is go bad.
I saw her today. Her ass is huge.
And if it goes left, I mean, it is what it is.
What does that mean? Add you on? Or
yeah.
actually call?
I don't know. Put her in.
Okay. Yeah, here I'll
Yeah.
hang on, I learned how to do it now.
Look what Chris Phillips said.
What do you say?
I have never heard better words from you, CL Smooth.
I hate you now. Thanks, my man.
Boom Boom is my favorite. Boom Boom is a master. I mean, okay, Boom Boom is the product of my favorite breeding, which is Drusilla and Rolls Royce.
There's the link right there, Jamie. Just click that. It's in the comments.
Only Jamie.
Jamie only.
It don't matter. They can't get in unless I bring them in.
I'm just playing. Like,
But that is for Jamie, yeah.
Next, everybody coming like ding, ding.
Yeah.
Join.
Hey, but wait, I wanted to touch on what Malik said because yes, so despite the name, the registry, whatever, I don't understand why people can't breed dogs and put together what they love with pride. Why do you have to hide it? Why do you have to maybe hang papers just to get papers on your dogs? And if I guess the Barbarian Bull is an outlet for you to be able to display your body
comments.
of work.
In the comments, Jamie.
Can you just text it to her, Facebook Messenger to her?
Where'd my phone at? My phone gone. My daughter took my damn phone.
I'm doing it. Relax. Calm
But
down.
yeah, I agree with you.
Pipe down.
You know.
Pipe down.
I don't know if the annoying part is maybe
I'm
the
happy.
registry pulling
Listen,
our papers
listen.
originally, but I don't think that was our fight to fight. It was like
it is
whatever
what it
for
is.
me.
Like me, I'm all about transparency. I've never hid the fact that I've mixed dogs. I've never hid that. And I'm all cool with the transparency. I believe that transparency will get us further than lying about it because transparency will help people know where the F1 is, why the dog looks so good because it's hybrid vigor, because you know what I mean, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I told Arrow today, hey, we're gonna do a podcast when Dad gets home. He says, "Oh, for your 20 viewers." I said, "Hey, we're niche. We're real niche over here, okay?"
Yeah.
Says the kid.
Oh, hater.
Hold on, he wanted to be a YouTuber the other day. And see, they said, "You still gonna be a YouTuber?" He says, "No, I'm gonna be a doctor."
Oh, he did.
That's what he told her.
And my grandson Maddox, which was my oldest grandson, they call me Grambo, like Rambo.
Oh.
It.
Yeah, I can see her. I don't know if anybody. You at the shop?
No, I'm at Truett.
Oh, you down there? Tell them
Yes, I'm down here hanging out. Yeah, so this is my vacay.
Yay.
Okay.
Yes, but I heard the composite thing,
That's the new house?
and I thought I'd just tell you this so you didn't have to read all my typos.
Oh.
Hang on, I'm trying to get him in the middle. That didn't do anything.
When people think of a composite, well, a lot of people have told me this. They have couple dogs that don't, they're not doing too good as this breed. This one's not doing too good as that breed. So maybe they'll, do something together. But that's not always how we do this composite thing, is it?
No.
No, we got to like something about them. I can't imagine breeding dogs that a person didn't like. I couldn't even do that. There's no way.
I think they look at it from time invested. Like I've heard it. I know you've heard it. Time you've been in. Well, I fed him for 2 years. I've got to get something out of him.
Yeah.
Take him a fucking person that's going to love him for the rest of his life. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, when you trade cars, do you talk about all the gas you put in it?
Oh
I mean, people got to get rid of this thing, But composite breeds it's just a whole different way of looking at it, okay? When I did it, I wasn't trying to go to the shows and push them as something they weren't. I mean, I didn't want them to be something they weren't. And all these people were getting pissed off at me. The Frenchie people were just ticked off. And I said, you guys, you can be mad, but why are you mad? I mean, if I was calling them XL Frenchies or something, yeah, I'd be mad about that. But I wasn't. I gave them a new name. That was out of respect, And whether they made it or not, they had their own thing. So, the people that were upset about that, every breed comes from breeds that are already here. Every new breed, every single one here. And there are breeds that look alike. The Malinois, the Dutch Shepherd. You gotta see a few before you can just automatically tell the difference. The Norwich Terrier, the Norfolk Terrier. There are breeds that look alike and do similar things, but they're not alike.
Today,
so
the national show, 4 different Cocker Spaniels in the ring.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah. The poodle's very interesting because it goes down by size and it looks the same. I mean, that's incredible to me, but they've been around for a long time, and a long time ago when breeds were established, it wasn't like it is today. Nobody was shipping semen across the world. Nobody was even shipping dogs. They stayed in little pockets. Nobody really traveled, and so a lot of breeds, got developed that way. So obviously they're going to have a lot of consistency there when they're not all over the place,
Yeah.
So I was just going to give my 2 cents about composite breeding, but you look at it a different way than breeding established breeds, I mean, it's a whole different way to look at it. Sometimes you have to look at it and you just have to look at the dogs, because that's what you got to work with. Like the English Bulldogs I used, I wanted different kind. I wanted the dogs, when you really read a Bulldog standard, they're supposed to be a little straight in the stifle, a little hump in the rear. They're supposed to have those things. I didn't want those things. So I chose dogs that didn't have them, but the dogs that had them were still behind those. And so that's why I use the words allowed and preferred. And, you're going to allow it, even though you prefer this. And in time, you should be able to change those to what it is. But, standards were written, to be elastic.
Are standards always evolving then?
Well, I think when you lose things, this is just my opinion, they can't be written so tight. Nobody would ever win. They have to be elastic. And, I think they are made to be revised in time by a group of seasoned people, not people that just jumped in, but people who have maybe lived through some of these changes, can explain some of these changes. Maybe some of them are trends, and maybe they're considered trends because our world changed or whatever. But, I mean, we shouldn't see a change, every couple years. But I do think changes are, inevitable. They just are, because our world changes, so rapidly. But again, that's just my opinion, so.
What do you think about breeds always being pushed forward? I hear that a lot on Pure Dog Talk, AKC breeds.
Well, I think a lot of people say that because it sounds good. But there's a lot of things that sound good, but then what are you really doing to push it forward? Sometimes we're just pushing, as much as we're pushing forward, somebody's pushing us back. And, the levels in dog breeding there's a lot of variance in that. There's a lot of things that sound good until you live dogs a while. I mean, surely there was a time when you thought 3 Bulldogs could play with 1 ball and be fine out there. Well, look, we know how that was a theory. All of us know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm such a freak with that now. I'm like, don't put in, an odd number of dogs in the yard and walk away. Just don't, because two are going to gang up on one over something stupid like my boys in the last potato chip. I mean, we all have theories that we thought sounded good until we lived it. And so that's why I think that, people that have lived it, I mean, they've lived it. That's different than thinking they lived it, So when something has to change, they've lived it, So we need to take everybody's, opinion into the thought of changing it. And we need to, really pinpoint why we want to change it, and then go from there. But I mean, we can't make every change that everybody wants. That's just not even, that's not a good idea. But some we do need to change, like, why does the English Bulldog still have that rise over the loin? I mean, I really don't know why. It doesn't need to be an accordion. It's not catching bulls anymore. So why does it need that for extra spring? I mean, why? Probably because, the oldest people in English Bulldogs, that's the kind they have, that's the kind they've always had, and that's how it's going to stay, I suppose.
So I'm going to ask you a question from me to you. What characteristic or what trait would you say in composite breeds, and I'm not looking for consistency be the answer, what trait is the hardest thing to maintain in your opinion?
When you're building something from scratch, yes. I'd say in the beginning it's type, because if you change your mind, you start over every time you change your mind on what the type is, whether you have it in your head, whether you have a picture of it, whatever your type's going to be. I mean, chop that up so you have it in your head the way you want it to look, what's possible, what you're shooting for, and then don't change your mind. And when you get it, then, because you've done the greatest form of an outcross you can do when you cross two different breeds.
Yes.
Then be prepared to lock that in. And I believe inbreeding still has it's got a purpose, and it needs to be done. And that, like everything, needs to be done balanced, things like that. But I'd say type probably. What do you think?
I mean, me, type and substance. You already know I love my substance.
Yeah. And where does that come from? It doesn't come from breeding fine bone, delicate stuff. You don't just get substance. It just doesn't come that way.
I think a lot of people, I think that a lot of people misunderstood the statement. I don't know if you made it up or we read it somewhere, throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
Oh,
when they see that big old sow, that big old sloppy bitch, made 110 pounds. She might have been a little easty, a little westy, or she might have been a little like this. But a lot of people have gotten rid of those dogs because they weren't quote unquote perfect structurally, which is weird to me because they're the same people who have shitty structured dogs.
But wait, I think that's where fear-based breeding comes in. They're afraid to post a dog like that. They're afraid to breed to a dog like that. They're afraid of what everyone's going to say, and it keeps them in their box. Their safe space. And
well, I mean, you don't have to post every dog you use when you use it either. Wait till you get that perfect one that you think's perfect, and post that one. That's not hiding anything if you eventually post it. But I mean, you don't have to be. You don't have to. The ugly pose of the dog.
But not meant for everybody. Because I can remember back when I was starting out and I was asking you, hey, who's Clubber's mom and dad? Are you buying a puppy?
Hey, man, that's a fact. I wasn't afraid to tell nobody nothing, but damn, if you're just being nosy, But
it was
that information is going to cost you.
But it wasn't I was trying to get the information, but for me, I was trying to study dogs and how did you achieve certain looks.
Right.
That's what I was trying to do. Like, all right, I had Jack, and I loved Jack, and he was an American Bulldog bitch to an English Bulldog male.
Mm-hmm.
Did I prefer that or an English Bulldog female to an American Bulldog? That's what I was trying to learn.
Mm-hmm. And I eventually got that, but I wasn't just so free with all that information. And you know why? Because a lot of people, when they're just learning, they're getting that, but I don't know if they're not writing it down or what, but you hear it regurgitated. It's all twisted up the wrong way. Like, I did not say that.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Not what I
Hold
said.
Hold on.
American Bulldog, English Bulldog. I got both of them. Let me put them together. That's
Yeah.
Hold
what
on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something. I've been real quiet. So a thing that also, I don't want to say hurts, but is just as much a hindrance as not saying who the parents were, whatever is that stage you guys go through where you just feed the dogs and don't share, don't post no pictures of them, don't share them, don't nothing. And we don't know because we don't know. Hold on a
But I'll
second.
tell you why we got to do that. This is why we got to do it.
Because we don't know what a boom looked like at 8 months. So as these dogs grow and mature, there's no roadmap. It's like, okay, yeah, this kind of looked like that at that point, or there's none of
No,
that.
it's just going to be easier to show the finished product because when people do not, and they haven't lived this a long time, they see this ugly ass dog at 7 months that ain't half of what it's going to be. And it don't matter if that sucker's 3 years old, because by the time he's 3, they're a judge, but all they see and remember is what he looked like at that lanky 7-month-old stage. Okay, I'm not going to subject my dogs to that nonsense, but I can wait. I can wait and show them when they're all filled out, mature, and then if I think you're going to gain from it, I got the ugly pictures. I just don't,
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Went against Dirty at 7 months old. It was Kaiser versus Dirty. Remember? And they were.
I think Ron Ramos was the judge.
And they were both.
Yeah, they were 5 months old, I think, weren't they, or 7 or something? Too young to even be taking them out there.
Yeah.
But we've been talking shit, so we drug them out there.
You know what I mean? But what you don't understand when you do dogs long enough, the thing that people don't talk about is the targets that is on Jamie's back, or the target that's on my back, or the target.
No, I get it. It's just very inconvenient.
What happens is we show you a dog as a puppy, and we show you a dog as an adult, and you saw him as a puppy, and you're like, oh my God, he's beautiful. And you saw him at 3 years old, and he's a beautiful dog. But if I'd have showed you at 7 months old the same dog, I promise you would have taken the 7-month-old picture and said, and this was him but last week.
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it's just so much, it's more trouble than it's worth, really, when we can just wait, because we got other dogs we can show you. We don't have just one or two.
Like showing a picture of you in 9th grade.
Oh, yeah.
All over your face with a hairline.
Okay. And you know what I'm learning since my dogs are at Wes's? Oh my God, it sucks having 4 dogs. It's terrible. I'm sick of looking at the same 4 dogs, okay? So it's terrible. It sucks. There's no juggle. There's no nothing. I actually feel kind of bad for those who just have a few dogs and have to stay relevant. Man, that's work.
That goes to my point. They want to be able to post everything. Well, my dog had an X-ray yesterday. You know what I mean? They want to say everything, and they only have 4 dogs. But so that I think they're afraid. They want to post, and they're afraid if it's not perfect, who's going to watch them? Who's going to share a screenshot or make a group or whatever, And I can relate to that. I can relate to being afraid to post a lanky, ugly puppy. And
right. But for when people don't know exactly what they're looking at yet, and they post a terrible picture of the dog, and you think, man, I'm going to help them out. I'm going to tell them that's a terrible picture. So you're like, hey, that's a really bad picture. I know he looks better than that, and their feelings are all hurt, and they think you're just, you're threatened by him or something. Really, all you were doing was looking out for him.
It's almost like if I didn't like you, I wouldn't have told you nothing.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just the difference, and I don't know. It's just a lot of changes a person goes through, and if they lived this many years of it, we kind of cuss a lot and we're a little gruff and a little rough around the edges sometimes, but also can be so excited about something when it goes right. So, you got to judge us on that, not the rest of it. Because living under a microscope sucks. It really does.
You know what? You've learned to become callous to it. And then the sad part is people be like, well, Chris, you don't respond, or, Jamie, I don't ever see this. But you don't understand. It's just easier to ignore all of it. The good and the bad. You know what I mean? For me, that's what I do. I just ignore it all. And it's not that I'm trying to be an asshole or an arrogant prick. It's like you said, when you only have 4 dogs, They have nothing better to do. When you have 40 dogs,
it's the
I
worst.
got 4 dogs in heat outside. I got 2 bitches. No, 1 bitch just had puppies. I got 2 more pregnant dogs. You know what I mean? It's like I got a lot of shit on my plate, and you
A lot.
goddamn dogs.
And y'all want to
You
start?
know, and
Oh,
Yeah.
I can do 4 dogs while I take a shit. You know what I mean? Like, bro, come on now. 4. Jamie, how long does it take you to do 4 dogs now?
oh, I know, man. It's like it's so crazy. And I'm not saying that to be, I'm not saying that to be nothing but the truth, you guys. We're glad to help you. When Gina said, I know Chris still likes to help people, I know he does too. I do too. It's in us, or we still wouldn't be here. But it's the other part, that everybody else can do 10 things and nobody has to even examine it. But sometimes the spin people put on it isn't even close to what even happened, and that shit gets old. That's all I'm saying. But no, I love this stuff, and I know Chris does too. And you can cut me off the air now so I don't just ramble for another hour. But all the dog breeding we do, there's levels to this. So if you don't understand it, there's a lot of stuff I don't understand why people do. But maybe if I watch or I talk to them sometime, maybe I'll get it. And maybe it is not what I'm thinking. Like I see that chick online that's always trying to bust a backyard breeder or whatever she calls herself.
I felt like she called me today. I swear to God.
That is craziness, man.
Yeah.
I mean, those are her theories put on something. She's never been in these shoes. Have I been in the rescue shoes? Well, hell yeah, we have all took dogs back, right? We all have done that. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's just not, it's not cool to me. That's not cool. Yeah, you can have 2 dogs and be a puppy mill, You can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, you guys enjoy your weekend. I'm enjoying this live and I'm out.
Tell
if I can get out.
Tell children in the family we said hi.
I sure will.
Talk to John.
Have you seen John since he shaved his beard? Oh my Lord. Doesn't even look like John anymore.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Something's going on. I left. He's shaving his beard and all kinds of stuff.
That thing probably as white as his ass.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that part.
He's done had that thing for a minute.
It's pretty white underneath. I mean, it's like definite contrasting. Yeah.
How's the wife taking it? She's like
the kid.
Well, Scout just couldn't quit laughing. Johnson almost made him feel bad. She said, "Dad," then she just started laughing. She's funny though.
True story. I really keep mine so my double chin don't pop out.
That's what he said too. He said, "Oh man, now they're all showing."
Yeah.
All of them.
They got videos on Facebook or online, whatever, where dudes shave their beard and then show their face for the first time.
Yeah.
They see like the ladies will break. No, what'd you do? Where'd it go?
It is very shocking. I'll say that. It's shocking.
He'll grow it back. Why do you shave it off? Just for GP?
Huh?
Why do you shave it off?
I don't know because I've been down here, so it was all news to me. I don't know, but first he showed me a picture with big old lamb chops, and I said, "Oh my God, I hope you're not leaving those." I mean, he does. Those didn't help at all. Yeah.
He should have went with the 70s porn stash, just that real big thick one.
And the Joe Dirt sideburns.
Well, I don't know what it is. It kind of comes down a little, but it's not exactly a Fu Manchu. It's kind of spread out. I don't know what it is. It's just Johnny.
He's trying a new look. He's trying a new look.
Yeah.
Shock and awe. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not all winners. We do some stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Funny though. But enjoy your weekend, you guys, and everybody listening.
All right, Jamie. Thank you for your time.
Thanks a bunch. Bye-bye.
Right. Oh, Jamie. Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. Let me see your cup. I was talking to that guy today or yesterday. He made me something for Ocean.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I said I should have taken pictures of
sent
that
some
while
things
you were
for the
there.
beast too.
Yeah, he sent me some new cups for the beast too. The beast.
That was that other half of a bottle of wine I got for you guys.
What?
Oh, it tasted good. I could have got wine today. We was at a wine tasting, and I was like, no, I'm good.
I don't even drink wine. That ain't even my thing. But it was just been in my refrigerator. I'm not gonna drink it. The hell with it.
Oh, for you and Christine.
Yeah. It's different.
It's good.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So you asked Jamie, should standards change?
Evolve. Yeah. I mean, because check it. Like, was the
I think
IOBA made in like 1975 or something?
I believe
we've had the same standard that David Levitt wrote, who is not actually a breeder. So who's qualified to adjust?
That's where I was gonna say. Like,
I believe that when standards initially are wrote, they are broad. You know what I mean? And then they have to either tighten up or become more specific in their verbiage. Not necessarily tighten up, but more specific in the verbiage that is used and the outline of the ideal. If that makes sense. Well, not necessarily the tolerance. Like, for an example, we'll just take the OE. There isn't a body paragraph in the IOBA. That's something that needs to be added at this point. You know what I mean? When we say that an Oni is supposed to be a healthier version of a bulldog, there's nothing in the standard that screams healthier other than they can naturally fuck and naturally have a baby. That's not
and breathe.
That doesn't make it healthier. You see what I'm saying?
And if that's in the standard, then there should be no dogs.
Well, you see what I'm saying? It's kind of written not from a breeder's perspective.
But what I'm implying to you is there's far greater things that inhibit the health than being able to pass a puppy. Because the reality of a story, no matter if it's a mammal with 2 legs, no legs, or fucking 4 legs, at times there's going to be an emergency. Why do you think they have cesarean sections for women? So that's kind of a mute point in my opinion, because if that's the case, if you were born cesarean section, we should take your mom outside and shoot her in the head. I mean, that's a stupid thought process. So I think there's things that need to be evaluated. Breathing, exercise level, these are the things, visible muscle to an extent, stuff like that, the visible muscle and the breathing and the nares, stuff like that, pinch nares, that should be a serious fault, because that inhibits a dog from breathing somewhat. When I say somewhat, what I mean by that, for the people who are going to say, well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. When you exercise and you become active and you're starting to play a sport, when you start breathing, everybody's a mouth breather, even an animal. They breathe with their mouth. So, pinch nares, you know what I mean? But I believe that if you can hear the dog's just standing fucking still, that should be, brought into consideration as far as a healthier version of a bulldog. Now, some people are going to have something to say about that, because it's hard to disseminate what is based off of health and what's based off of, environmental or anxiety, a stressor. We don't know if it's a stressor. So that is hard to put in the, verbiage to where it can be judged against. And I understand that completely. You know what I mean? But
I had one that did that at the vet. Every time we went to the vet, I'm like, she don't do that. She don't do that. Why?
But more than likely, it's an anxiety thing. This is where I just told a customer. They were like, well, anxiety. I said, well, look, when you was a child, I don't know about any of y'all, but I got my ass whooped. When my mom would tell you, wait till we get the fuck to the house. Wait till we get to the motherfucking house. You be in the back seat, stomach bubbling like, this bitch about to fuck me up. You would. Or
the teacher said, I'm talking to your dad. That's the longest walk home. I'm trying to stop anywhere and play for a little bit or something. I'm get whooped. You might as well be late. They don't need to be on time for it.
Mom, I think we need milk. Can we go to the corner store and get milk? Bro. But that same feeling that you got as a human being, you lost your job. Now you got to go home and tell Anna, baby, I lost my job. She ain't going to be like, hey, yeah, that was awesome. No. She going to, but I'm just saying.
I got a new one on the way home.
But you understand what I'm saying? That anxiety, it gives a grown man and a grown woman bubble guts. So why would you expect it to be different with a dog? Like, I mean, you're stressing the animal. So of course it's going to be, and you got to understand that. That has nothing to do with breathing. So we can't, the problem with breathing in the standard is because you can't allow for, nerves. Basically, there's no verbiage.
Well, I think when you really come into trouble is when you have a really, really dope flat face and an anxious dog.
Yeah, but I've had I've been at working events where you see a fucking toucan Sam can't even barely breathe. So the length of the muzzle is, does it play some factors? Yeah, but it's not the only factor. Because I'm saying I've seen German Shepherds with fucking 18 inches beaks and they can't breathe. And a lot of people don't understand when you put a dog under that stress, going after a flirt pole, going after a fucking pillow, that's one thing. Putting that stress on that animal is a total different animal, man. When I'm cracking that whip and I'm smacking him in his feet and that motherfucker, he's engaged and the brain is not the same as the breathing.
Yeah.
And I get a kick out of it too sometimes when people tell me, oh, my dogs are this and they can work. Okay, listen, my man, your dog's active.
But I think I've never seen a dog in person stressed to that level, and I don't feel like a majority of people have seen actual working events. So
I've seen dogs have seizures at working events. Why he's on the bike sleep.
Yeah,
and we can't get the fucking dog off.
So.
I can't even get the dog off. We got to use a brake stick to get the motherfucker off, and he's having a seizure with a willy, with a hard on. Literally, he's enjoying the bite so much that he's having a seizure with an erection.
Okay, read that.
Oh.
So does it need to be more specific, or does it need to be adjusted to the evolution of the breed, or both?
I don't know. I a lot of people know now. It isn't a secret. They asked me to rewrite their standard, and I wouldn't do it because I feel that one man with that much power is unjust. You know what I mean? The absolute power leads to absolute corruption. So I feel that one person would write it, they would feel like they was in charge of the whole breed. And I don't think that's how it should be. So that's why I declined to rewrite the standard. So, and I offered to give my input. You know what I mean? My inputs are, I think we should have a body paragraph. I think we should be more descriptive and use more adjectives, because I feel like people don't understand the adjectives properly that are being used, because the word robust is subjective. It's subjective. So we need to find another word that's not subjective. You see what I'm saying? So, then you're going to have people say, well, this isn't a large breed. Okay. Well, if you look at large breeds, they go everywhere from 80 pounds all the way up to 250 pounds. You know what I mean? And you have medium dogs that go all the way up to 70 pounds. Some of them are even 85 and 90 pounds. Very rare.
Dog and 80-pound dogs, two different dogs.
But that's a medium built dog.
And they're both medium, yeah.
So, but then our standard says we can go, but our standard says we can go larger than 85 pounds. You see what I'm saying? But for me, when I think in my mind, if I close my eyes and you say, Chris, 20 inches tall and 85 pounds, I literally, in the back of my mind, I see a staff, an am staff. And when I see an am staff, I don't see a robust animal. Me, personally, I don't see a robust animal when I see an am staff. I see a muscular built dog. That's a terrier. I don't see a robust animal. You know what I mean? If that motherfucker was walking up to me in human form, I'd be like, what's up, bro? About the same size as my son. You see what I'm saying? That's just what I see. You know what I mean? Now, if you now if I close my eyes and you say 20 inches tall, 106 pounds, 107 pounds, muscle, head like a goddamn watermelon, like, okay. Now I'm looking at somebody like The Rock walking up to me. That's what I see. You know what I mean? It's subjective. I get it. But I believe it's a subjection. We have to take it and put it into words where it's not subjective. And that's hard because, again.
What do you think we can make room for every oldie with substandards like pocket, working, and whatever else?
I don't know. You've asked me that for years, and I'm going to be as honest as I can.
Wait. Once upon a time, I hated the idea. You loved it. That was like 12 years ago. And now I'm like, we have to give everybody a space because these people hate these people and then they fight, and we can't have a community as long as someone doesn't have a space.
I've always loved it.
Dogs are here. The dogs they're not going anywhere.
We gotta get more dogs to the show for it to even matter.
But and now I'm not even talking about dog shows. I'm talking about us. I'm talking about.
I'm saying, is it fair to Nelly or Boom for them to be in the ring together? No. You know what I mean? But there's only 5 dogs there. How do you?
Yeah, and so when it comes to dog shows, like we're not there yet. But when it comes amongst us oldie people, like what are we fighting about? Like if you don't want to use a dog because he has too much skin, he's probably not going to produce it. But if he brings a lot of stuff to the table, you know, if you don't want to use a dog because of shitty rear, but he has a badass head in front, you know what I mean? These are dogs that people throw away that you can work with.
Well, people don't understand. I'm not telling you to go home and eat a pound of salt. That's what people don't understand. I'm not telling you to go home and eat a pound of salt. I'm not telling you to go home and eat a pound of sugar. But what I'm telling you is you can't make a fucking cake without sugar. That's all I'm telling you. Or salt. Like what I'm telling you is you can't. There's certain things.
But do you ever feel like the working group should conform their dogs to look like the pocket oldies and vice versa, or do they?
Hold on. What's their job? What's their job?
Pet.
Like I'm a working man. I have a job. I'll tell you what my job is.
So we could call them Sporty Spice. Okay. I mean, we could call them whatever, but you know what I mean.
Well, I think
a long, lean dog.
Well, here's going to be the issue. The issue when you say working or more capable, whatever words you need to use to make yourself feel good, is you can't have a dog like Boom mass wise and expect him to do like a terrier.
Hurt your goats.
It's just physically impossible. You can't have it both ways. I mean, I've pushed the envelope and I've done more crazy shit than a lot of people on this live or listening to us. I've done crazy shit and I've pushed the envelope as far as you can push it versus the other way around. And I feel like the only thing I've gained by doing the amount of stuff that I've done is you figure out what is damn near impossible. I mean, you figure it out. Like for an example, massive bone like Rolls Royce. Massive bones like Rolls Royce and tight muscle like Rocky do not. I've only seen it one time in my entire life. Once. And it was an anomaly. Like I haven't seen it again in 25 plus years. I haven't seen it again. Or however long I've been doing Bulldog, since 2099. Anyway, I haven't seen it again. You see what I'm saying? So is it an anomaly? Yeah. Will it ever happen again? Probably not. But
so what do you think these substandards should be? Should there be an extreme, or is that? Here's the thing. I kind of wanted to talk about this when Jamie was on, and I forgot. But and speaking of the barbarian bull, I feel like people are saying our dogs don't belong. So should we go make our own breed? You know what I mean? Or do we stay here? What is the biggest disservice to the breed? For us to just bail, or to stay and try to help longevity wise? Because I feel like this, with the standard being up in the air, and it could go either way depending on what's written. It could actually solidify our breed, or it could just be a bust forever. And I feel like we're at that point. And I know I've said it before, where I feel like Chris and I can go all in, or just wash our hands of it. You know what I mean? So what's the biggest disservice or service to the breed to stick around, to create our own CL Smooth Bulldog, whatever, or stay and be either accepted, rejected, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a weird place to be.
I think, I know when I first started doing Bulldogs, people would call, and this is 25 years ago, where Old English Bulldogs weren't very common. You know what I mean? They weren't as common as they are today. I don't know, customer service talk would always be, I just want to make badass Bulldogs. I didn't give a shit if you called them English, Old English, American. You can call them son of bitches everything but late for dinner. I didn't care. Like, all jokes aside, what I cared about was making dogs that I physically was proud of. And I believe if we can get back to that somehow, I think we would be in a better place. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like if you're happy with your dog, if you're truly happy with your dogs and the dogs that you're making, you could care less what the next person's doing.
I like that, Megan.
You know what I mean? And that's how I feel. Like
for instance, this weekend after I left the show, I only won one time.
Okay, I don't like that.
Oh, you don't like bully versus standard?
No, I don't like that because standard means like that's the legitimate, and then the other thing is the exception. And I don't think a skinny bulldog was the idea ever.
I don't know. I mean, at the same time, we're all just trying to get along. It's like, call me extreme. I mean, or call me a different breed. I don't know. But I don't want a basic dog. You know.
Yeah.
But also, like leaving this show this weekend, I have people reaching out to me. Oh, you're the person with that big black and white bulldog, and there's a bunch of stuff online about this dog. And that's the whole purpose of going to a dog show. That's not only an Old English Bulldog show, because that wouldn't provide the platform, and I wouldn't be introducing this breed to new people. You know what I mean? If I didn't go out there and expose myself, make a fool of myself, whatever it is, I'm reaching more people by making rap videos on TikTok with my dogs and stuff like that. If I stay in my own lane and I compete with just the people that want to compete against me, then I'm not growing. And it's not only me, it's the breed as a whole, because a million people have brought an Old English Bulldog because other people have posted them online. Doesn't mean they necessarily buy from that person, you know? So sometimes I feel like just abandon the whole thing and become my own barbarian bulldog kind of thing. You know what I mean? But I put so much time in this hashtag Old English Bulldog, then I'd just be fucking myself too, right?
Yeah, I came to know of the breed from a video Ari Tosi did. I never bought a dog from him. I never, you know what I mean? I had him on the podcast a couple of times, but I wasn't a customer, but that's how I learned about it. So
and you learn and you get exposed. Like me, I got my first dog on Craigslist. I would have never known what an oldie was if I didn't get on Craigslist that day and seen this dog, you know? So you have to reach people, new people, and not the same old people that either like you or never will. You know, we have to start reaching new people and create more outlets. Okay, what are these long ass comments? Put them up. All
right, we'll go CJ. CJ said American Bulldogs have bully and standard. The two separate decades ago, separating or adding a different class can help but also hinder. Right now, if we added 2 to 4 classes of oldies, there would be one-man classes. American Bully people got the rep for each class down to but how they show up and show out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think separating is going to be hard.
It's hard when it comes to the dog shows, which we're not there yet. No one wants to participate for shit anyway. Like 1% goes out. So I don't even know why that's a subject at this moment. Like, do we create these classes now so that more people are included? Not my dogs are better than yours or vice versa, but like we can all be a community together. Eventually, maybe we'll have like a bigger dog show. But that should be the last thing on our mind. That's the cherry on top, and we're not even having the milkshake yet.
Well, I think the bigger picture people are not seeing is if you were we'll just take a car for an example. You spent all this time and money and you got this car and you love this car and you take it out and say you painted it mustard yellow, right? Just because yellow is your favorite color for whatever reason. You take this car out. Oh, it looks like puke on wheels. Oh, it looks like somebody spilled the mustard. Eventually, you're going to feel some type of way. No matter, and the reason you're going to feel some type of way is because of all the hard work you put into that car. And you enjoyed it. And it's really hard because it took me years to get her to see it. It's really hard to get people to understand that I do this for me. And I like the yellow. Fuck you. You can call it baby throw up on wheels. I don't give a shit because I painted it yellow because it's my favorite color. I made it, I like G bodies, so I bought a G body. I like, whatever. I like the 407 instead of the 350. I want a 454. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different things that we can do and say. And until you're genuinely happy with what you're doing, you're always going to find people that want to nag and argue and go back and forth. That's just what happens. because they're unsure of themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you said it to me a long time ago, and it was one of the characteristics that drew me to you. Even was you're comfortable in your own skin, and a lot of people aren't.
Yeah,
they can act like they are because their actions tell me they're not. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying anybody in particular. I'm just showing you your actions tell me that you're not comfortable with your dogs. It's just reality. Because I'm happy with my dogs. I don't even look at 99% of the dogs out there. I just don't, because I already know that I'm just going to use people that don't do dogs anymore. We'll just say Cord Eats. He's a good friend of mine, really good friend of mine. All right, cool. I know what he has, and if I'm looking in the back of my mind, I need something a little bit more Englishy, I can call Cord. I can work with Cord. He's good. He's easy to deal with, and I'll get something. If I want something what y'all call sporty, I'll call Brian Miller. You see what I'm saying? Like, I in the back of my mind, I already know who I can call for what look. If I want more American Bulldog, I know I can call Joey. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. And that's not me being ugly or discrediting their vision or their idea of what an Odie is. It's, I understand that I baked the cake and I need, I baked the cake and I need baking soda right now. I don't know how to bake a cake from scratch, but you understand what I'm saying. So, the problem is, we'll just take beans. I just made beans. You just can't put beans in water and think the shit's going to taste good. It don't work that way. You got to put some flavor in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? You got to put some bacon in it. You got to do this in it. Anyway, what I'm implying is if you're genuinely comfortable in your own skin, you're generally comfortable in your own program, you can be adamant, or you can be what's the word? You can be passionate about this breed, but at the end of the day, you don't have to. Like I said, not every kid's pretty. It's the reality truth. Not every kid's cute, but you don't tell anybody. Walk up to them and say, "Hey, I just want to let you know your kid looks like dog shit." Nobody does that.
They say, "Oh, bless his little heart."
That's what they say.
Aurora's typing.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. I understand what you said, Buzz. I'm just giving you an example, my man. I'm just showing you something. That's what I would say, and that's what comes to my mind. I'm just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you did.
You and Cannon came to my mind. If I'm looking for something, a little bit more athletic look or more capable, I guess is the word you guys use, I would either call you or Cannon. You know what I mean? Like that's who I would go to, and you both have Brian's dogs. So that's exactly, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it. I have nothing against the way his dogs look. I have nothing against the way my dogs look, and I have nothing against the person who breeds an English Bulldog and calls it an Oldie. I don't give a shit. It's just how I personally see myself. And, I wrote it. And if we could all get on that sheet of music, I think we can move forward. But the reality is, when
let's say there's an ass for every seat.
Now, no. What? Sita.
Aurora wrote something. Look what Chris Phillips said. That's cute. Oh, I'll press show. Ooh.
Oh, makes me do my last breeding experience. Oh, I like that dog in your thing. I mean, nice. I mean, dogs like that. Dogs like, the dog that Chris Phillips has in his logo. I mean, dog got a fucking melon on it. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you can't see what the dog has to bring to the table, and you shouldn't breed dogs. You can see that dog has tight skin. You can see he has a nugget on him. You can see he has a good bite, nice tight bite. And I can literally only see from here down. You see what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about the dog's rear because he's not standing. But I can say, you know what? I got a dog with a killer ass. She's a little bit bowed out in the front, and she's a little loose in the skin. He looks like
if there's any top school there at all, that's a monster.
There's guaranteed.
Oh, there is. I've seen the dog. I know he's got a fucking melon. But I'm just showing you, like, dogs like that. I mean, if you can't break that dog, a lot of people are like, oh, Chris, I'm not saying anything bad about the dog. I can't see the dog's rear. Oh, my God, his rear is just not there. Bet your rear ain't that good. You got posty legs, too. So who the hell you?
And if you're the person with the fit, functional, worky, whatever type, your rear shit ought to be locked in. So maybe that dog has what you don't.
Yeah, but I mean, every dog has, like, again, you can't make bread with 2 pounds of sugar. You just can't do it. You've got to understand what you have and what you need. And how to bring it forward. And if you can't do that, you can't breed dogs. And that's what people don't understand. Forget the milkshake. I'm looking for milk or half cream. Where's the butter? All right. Yeah. See, I mean, I don't know. It's just, there's just certain things that you can't put into words. I don't know how to put it in words. I don't know how to explain it to people. I don't know how to.
So who's going to be writing the standard? Because like Roberto said, we should have a committee or a group. Well, we tried that. And we just, it's hard to see eye to eye when everybody just sees everything so differently. So I don't know who's in charge.
I was just being difficult about the don't call it standard of everything. I was just messing around. I really didn't. You know what I mean? I'll be difficult sometimes. It's how I have my fun.
Oh yeah, you're a lot of problems. You're a trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I think that like I said, the body paragraph, that's good. That's a good start.
More complicated, like the OBBA, and what's the other one that has a good standard? The OBBA
and NBA, the NBA one.
The NBA. There's things in these standards that are really nice and interesting, and it's almost like there's even less wording but more specific.
Yeah.
So we've kind of adopted those standards in our head and made it more complicated. What?
What are you guys playing?
We're freaking playing Uno. So annoying. Like,
we're playing Go Fish with Uno cards.
I should have just waited till some.
I hate Uno.
Yeah, that draw 4, you got to slam that one.
We don't ever. Well, we always feel bad to give each other those cards, so I try not to play them.
Oh no, you don't want to play with me. I'm heartless. Yeah. All right, y'all. Hey, this is a good time. This is a good talk.
See you next Sunday.
It's next Sunday, yeah. Let's see. Anything that new on the thing on the comments? No. All right, y'all. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy your holiday tomorrow. Tomorrow we're talking to Joe.
Talking to Joey?
Yeah, we're talking to Joey tomorrow.
All right, tag me.
Kazi.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Take it easy.
All right, peace.